What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City transfer update. With the January transfer window near enough around the corner for us, being less than a month away, we are starting to get some more transfer news coming in and about, and yes, we will be doing daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout the January transfer window. So if you are enjoying the content and you're looking forward to that, please do subscribe, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on, as I'll keep you in the loop with everything happening with the latest Manchester City transfer news for the winter transfer window. We're aiming for 15,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would have been much appreciated. At the time of recording this video, we are now less than 800 subscribers away, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also social media links in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video, aiming for 300 likes. Any help towards that again will be much appreciated by me, and most importantly, let me know your thoughts of these transfers in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say. So we've got updates on Lionel Messi in this video. We've also got updates on John Stones, Fernandinho, and also a little bit of an update on the striker situation, including an update on Darwin Nunez and Sergio Aguero. But first, we're going to start off with the contract news. We're going to start off with an update on Fernandinho, and the Mirror have been reporting that this will more than likely be Fernandinho's last season at Manchester City. He is not, according to sources close to the player, expecting to be offered a new contract extension by Manchester City, and because of that, he will be free to speak to clubs outside of England in January. He's been getting linked with moves back home in Brazil. He's also getting linked with interest from the United States of America to the MLS. New York City Football Club are interested, of course, being part of the CFG. So I am happy for Fernandinho to stay in the CFG. He's shown extreme commitment to Manchester City, and him staying within the CFG would be a great little bonus for us, in my complete honest opinion. But Fernandinho has been a great servant at Manchester City. I think he deserves his own send-off in his own testimonial. I'm wondering, because we still need to have one for David Silva, whether they might link them both up, but considering the amount of effort that David Silva and Fernandinho put in individually to Manchester City, I would like to think that both of these players would have their own testimonials rather than it being shared, but we'll see what happens there. But Fernandinho, we could be saying farewell to him come the end of the season, which does make me sad. Don't know about you, but it does to me. He's been a phenomenal player for Manchester City, and his time at City could well be coming to an end rather shortly. Now, moving on to the outs, we've got an update on John Stones. Now, EuroSport, and it has been reported by other media outlets too, are reporting that Arsenal in particular have asked Manchester City to be kept informed on the situation with regards to John Stones. Now, my stance with John Stones, despite him putting in a couple of good performances here for Manchester City, is the exact same as what it was in the summer. I've always highly rated John Stones. I've always felt like he was a good player. I remember in the summer people were calling me crazy, criticising me because Manchester City were being linked with selling John Stones for around 20 to 25 million pounds, and I was saying he's easily a 40 million pound plus player, and people were laughing at me. And I think over the last few performances you've seen just why he is a highly rated centre-back. He's a homegrown English centre-back. Arsenal are a European club. That comes with its own premium. A good player like John Stones, an England international too. In my opinion, City should be looking for a lot more, and in my opinion, I don't see John Stones being sold this January. I don't see John Stones being sold by Manchester City. Fernandinho leaving, Eric Garcia leaving as well. I think the last thing City need right now is for John Stones to be leaving, otherwise it is literally over the last 2 or 3 seasons all change at the back. So I can see John Stones staying at Manchester City, which I'm more than happy for that to be the case. Now, moving on to the ins, we've got a little update on Torre Martinez, and it isn't great news if you are a fan of Martinez and you wanted him to join Manchester City. Now, the Mirror have been reporting that Lautaro Martinez, he wants a new contract worth between £100,000 to £150,000 per week from Inter Milan for him to sign that new deal, for him to stay there. Now, of course, in the summer he was linked heavily with a move to Barcelona. Barcelona haven't got enough money to afford him for this season, and so Manchester City's name is being chucked out there a lot for Lautaro Martinez, as City are looking for their Sergio Aguero replacement, and bringing in an Argentinian like Martinez would make sense. However, Inter Milan Milan for their price. They're believed to be wanting just under £100 million to sign him, and I don't see Manchester City pursuing that. Erling Haaland for pound transfer fee would be available for less than what it would cost for Lautaro Martinez, and in my opinion, I regard Haaland as a better prospect for Manchester City than what Lautaro Martinez was. And if City were going to spend big, I would rather spend big on Erling Haaland. However, with the package of the deal and wages, and Manchester City needing to deal with Raiola, who City don't like dealing with, and Pep doesn't like dealing with, and Chicky doesn't like dealing with, would have to bite the bullet for that to happen. And I can see City actually being a little bit stubborn when it comes to this transfer, and City going down their normal route, which is looking for players with release clauses and negotiating with clubs that we've negotiated with before, whether that be to Spain or to Portugal, maybe even to Italy, potentially too, although we don't like kind of going to Italy either, or maybe somewhere else. Remains to be seen. What City do tend to avoid though is players like that are attached to Raiola, the players like Paul Pogba, the players like what it is with Erling Haaland. But will City go down that route? Remains to be seen. Like I said, if City are prepared to spend big, I would like to see Haaland brought in. I think it'd be a big blow to us if Haaland ends up going to another Premier League club instead. But that's in the future. I don't see that being sorted, maybe not even in this summer either. So instead, we'll move on to the next name, and it is a new name, and City apparently closing in on a new signing. Comes in the form of Dario Sarmiento of Estudiantes. Now, we're being linked with a €20 million deal for Sarmiento. He's a 17-year-old winger, plays on the left, he's Argentinian, he's 5'6", not the most physical of players. I've never seen him before. He's of a good age that Manchester City would be looking towards. Considering City being linked with €20 million, I presume that he must be a top quality young player. Anyway, apparently Man City have sent their contract over to the players' representatives and lawyers, ready for that to be signed, ready for the transfer to be done. Apparently, over the last week or two, negotiations have taken a key step forward, and a transfer now is described as being imminent. That's according to a source in Argentina known as Dia De La Plata. I'm not sure how reliable they are, but that is one that we will keep our eye on. I imagine this would more be a signing for the summer or when the player turns 17 rather than for the winter, but we may get an update in the winter. You never know. Now, moving on, we've got an update on Lionel Messi. Now, the Barcelona presidential elections are going to be taking place on January 24th. One of the first things that the new president of Barcelona is going to have to do is sort out the future of Lionel Messi. Apparently, one of them is allowing Lionel Messi to leave if he does want to, so that is good news if Manchester City do pursue Lionel Messi. Man City are free to speak with Lionel Messi on January 1st, as he'll have less than 6 months to go on his contract until it expires at Barcelona, and Man City can offer him a pre-contract agreement. However, I would imagine that Lionel Messi, before he decides to speak to any club, will wait to see who's going to be the new president and hear what they've got to say with regards to his future. I said it on my live stream recently, I don't think Lionel Messi will leave Barcelona. He's been heavily linked with a reunion with Neymar back at Paris Saint-Germain. I regarded that as being maybe Barcelona sort out their finances, as Barcelona maybe making a move for Neymar. I see that as being more likely if their finances are sorted rather than Messi joining Paris Saint-Germain. I could be wrong though, and it could be Lionel Messi's last season at Barcelona. Remains to be seen what happens there. City are interested in Lionel Messi. Pep Guardiola, though, has insisted that he doesn't want Lionel Messi to leave Barcelona. So will that happen or not? That remains to be seen. It is a saga, certainly, that we'll be mentioning a lot in January, and I will keep you up to date with that every step of the way, just like I did in the summer. Now, moving on to our final story, and it is an interesting one that I'm going to keep my eye on, is Darwin Nunez. Now, the 21-year-old Benfica striker, apparently he is the player that Pep Guardiola wants to replace Sergio Aguero. That is according to Record in Portugal, who are not the most reliable of sources. But Sergio Aguero is struggling with injuries this season. He's struggling to get over his knee injury. His contract's up in the summer. City will be looking at a long-term replacement for Sergio Aguero. That will be high on Man City's agenda. I don't think City will be having a look in January at a striker, or certainly not a long-term Sergio Aguero replacement. That is something that we'll need to sort out next summer. But Darwin Nunez is a player that's been mentioned, and I would say he's probably one of 4 or 5 strikers that City will be having a look at. A couple of other players that we've already mentioned mentioned in this video are other players that City are looking at, including Lionel Messi and Lautaro Martinez. These are options for City to consider at complete opposite ends of the spectrum in terms of where they're at with their career, and I will keep you up to date with that every step of the way. But Darwin Nunez, it's starting to get warmer and warmer with him being linked with Manchester City. He's got off to an outstanding start with Benfica this season. So there we go, that has been the video. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, please do leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. Aiming for 300 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. Don't forget also to leave your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say. Subscribe if you're new around here, press that red button, press the bell and put your push notifications on. Daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout the January transfer window, so make sure you press that red button and I'll keep you in the loop every step of the way. Press that bell and put your push notifications on to be notified immediately for when I do upload. We are aiming for 15,000 subscribers here on the JSGC channel. We are less than 800 subscribers away. Can we get there before the new year? Anything is possible. To check out my social media links, you can find them in the description below, sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well, and I'll see you all again very soon. Peace. Ciao for now.